She's doing a CIA informational video. Weird, like an acting gig, or is this something else perhaps? Or, but even so, you're doing an acting gig for the CIA.
Who calls you for that?
Literally, a registered actress and starred in a reality TV show, a romance one at that. He met her on a trip to Israel. There's a video of her making demon eyes, and every time she makes the eyes, the music, laughter. So, Erika Kirk is snapping at Joe Rogan after he floated claims that she has handler-style training into the students. In case you missed it, into the students and possible intelligence connections. And Erika's comeback is just as loud. She's implying Joe could lose his podcast if he brings her up again. That's a crazy line to draw, because who talks like that unless they think they've got serious cover? And that's the question people keep asking online. Who's backing her? Who's funding her? And why does it feel like she can make big claims, throw threats at public figures, and still dodge real scrutiny? I mean, the round that he was supposedly shot with was a 30-06, which is a big round. That's a round that you kill a moose with. And it doesn't even have an exit wound, right? It don't make no sense. It makes zero. Meanwhile, Joe isn't backing off. He's digging into the Erika rabbit hole. And now viewers are saying he and Candace Owens are lining up to spotlight what Erika allegedly tried to keep buried about her past. If you missed the recent Joe Rogan episode with comedian Mark Normand, the vibe shifted fast. Joe had mostly stayed quiet about the Erika allegations that blew up after Charlie's passing. But this time, he didn't hold back. She's a cook for sure. You ever seen the compilation of her making crazy eyes?
No.
There's a video of her making demon eyes, and every time she makes the eyes, the music. He and Mark went and calling her odd, saying her public persona feels off, and hinting there's more to the rumored CIA angle than what those leaked clips showed. That's still allegation territory, not proven fact, but it's the kind of talk that instantly sets the internet off. Joe also pointed to the intense eye thing people noticed during her interviews and called it demonic. And yeah, you've probably seen the same clips. It's hard to explain in a normal way. So the comments start spiraling. Tick nerves, bad acting, or something darker, even programming talk. A prayer, and we ask the Lord to protect us. The student's unable to understand really.
Okay.
Well, until you walk a mile in someone else's shoes. Yes, I'll guard my words. That you know the I don't know portion. That's where I sit today, and I was standing in the ticket line. We'll meet for dinner. No, of course, but we serve a just God, and I rest easy in knowing that He's sovereign, but He's just. And so, let the Lord handle that. Burn the city down, march in the streets, and of God's merciful love to stop. There are a million theories about why Erika does that, I think, but however you slice it, people keep saying it doesn't look normal. And circling back to Joe Rogan, he didn't only bring up her eyes. He also talked about her alleged intelligence connections and those CIA-style promo videos she appeared in. Analysis. They hear what we're saying, but they don't want to take action. Take action. Well, there are 18 critical infrastructures. It's weird, but very weird. She's doing a CIA informational video. Like an acting gig, or is this something else? Perhaps. Or, but even so, you're doing an acting gig for the CIA. Who calls you for that?
Yeah.
You ever get one of those calls?
No.
And what started as a few strange clips online has now turned into a full-blown internet controversy surrounding Erika Kirk. And now, even podcast giant Joe Rogan is openly questioning the bizarre rumors connected to her past. During a recent conversation, Joe reacted to old footage showing Erika appearing in what looked like government-style informational videos. That online, with many viewers questioning why someone with a reality TV background would suddenly appear in content tied to intelligence-style messaging. According to online discussions, Erika first gained public attention through acting and reality television before eventually meeting Charlie during a trip to Israel. But after Charlie's passing, internet investigators began revisiting old clips, interviews, and public appearances, claiming there were too many strange coincidences to ignore. One topic people keep bringing up is Erika's intense facial expressions during interviews. Certain clips of her making exaggerated eye movements have gone viral across social media, with viewers calling the moments unsettling and difficult to explain. Some believe it's simply nervous behavior or awkward body language, while others push much darker theories online. Things escalated even further after Joe Rogan jokingly discussed the rumors with comedian Mark Normand. What started as comedy quickly shifted into serious speculation, especially when Joe mentioned the long-running handler theory that has been circulating online for months. Joe questioned why Erika appeared in videos connected to government-style messaging in the first place. Even if it was only acting work, he argued that the entire situation still felt unusual. He also pointed out how rare it would be for most actors to receive opportunities connected to agencies like the CIA, which only fueled more online debate. At the same time, Erika reportedly pushed back hard against the growing rumors. Critics online claim she reacted aggressively toward anyone discussing her alleged past connections, while supporters argue she's simply defending herself from baseless conspiracy theories spreading across the internet. Meanwhile, creators like Candace Owens and Joe Rogan continue fueling discussion around the situation, with viewers believing more hidden information could eventually surface. Social media users are now dissecting every old interview, public appearance, and leaked clip connected to Erika, trying to separate fact from internet fiction. Still, it's important to note that many of these claims remain unverified speculation. No official evidence has confirmed the more extreme theories being discussed online. But despite that, the controversy keeps growing. Then came the word that reportedly frustrates Erika more than anything else online: handler. According to internet speculation, some viewers believe Erika played a much larger role in Charlie's life than what was publicly shown. Supporters of the theory claim they've uncovered too many unusual details connected to her background, public behavior, and past associations to simply ignore it all as coincidence. None of those claims have been officially proven, but the theory continues spreading across social media at an insane pace. Things escalated even further after rumors surfaced claiming Erika's side allegedly pressured Joe Rogan over the episode discussion. Online chatter suggested complaints were made about him repeatedly using the handler label, with some rumors even claiming vague threats were mentioned about damaging his platform or reputation if the conversation continued. Again, none of that has been confirmed publicly, but the story exploded online because most people can't imagine anyone trying to intimidate someone as massive as Joe Rogan. Soon after, Candace Owens jumped directly into the controversy. She mocked critics defending Erika and argued that many viewers already felt something about the situation seemed unusual long before Joe even addressed it publicly. Candace claimed that Joe's discussion mattered because it legitimized conversations many people were already quietly having online. In her opinion, once a figure with Joe Rogan's reach starts openly questioning the story, it becomes impossible for organizations or PR teams to fully control the public narrative anymore. She also revisited the controversy involving Erika appearing in old CIA-related documentary footage. Critics online argued those clips were suspicious, while defenders insisted it was being exaggerated unfairly. Candace pushed back hard against that explanation, arguing that appearances involving intelligence agencies usually require significant approval and coordination behind the scenes. Then the discussion became even more controversial. Candace began bringing up Erika's childhood education and connections surrounding the Tesseract School in Arizona, which she claimed previously operated under the name Looking Glass School. From there, she connected the name to conspiracy theories involving Project Looking Glass and other experimental program rumors frequently discussed online. She also mentioned psychologists and educational figures allegedly connected to the school's structure, while speculating about whether the environment was designed to shape students in highly controlled ways. During the discussion, comparisons to programs like MKUltra were mentioned, though no evidence was presented proving any direct connection. At the center of Candace's argument was one major question. Was Erika simply an ordinary student who later became caught in internet conspiracy culture, or was there actually something deeper hidden beneath the surface all along? That's the mystery keeping the internet hooked right now. Every new interview, old video clip, and public statement keeps adding more fuel to the debate. And while many of the claims remain unverified speculation, the online obsession surrounding Erika Kirk only seems raises a bigger question. Was Erika being shaped for a specific role early on? That's a heavy claim, and it's not verified, but it's the kind of detail that makes people start connecting dots. She also pointed to Erika attending the Tesseract School in Arizona, which she said used to be called the Looking Glass School. Yes, she even referenced Project Looking Glass. Candace described it as an experimental education setup tied to psychologists, including Erika's father's first wife, Dr. Jerry Franfee, and then speculated out loud about whether it could have been something military-style, even throwing in MK Ultra comparisons. Have Learned is backed financially by the Bush family, the Walton family, a model that's been designed by psychologists alongside Dr. Franstein. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? But it doesn't stop there. While Erika was a student at Tesseract, a woman named Nancy Gerard was reportedly climbing the administrative ladder. And according to Candace's framing, Nancy wasn't just some random school staffer with a normal background. The claim is that Nancy came from a family with strong military connections. Her father, Colonel Paul Tracy Gerard, reportedly served as a chief military law enforcement officer for the 7th Army in Stuttgart, Germany. Candace also points to claims that he was connected to Freemasonry, including the Scottish Rite and a Blue Lodge. Then there's more background that gets brought up in the same online threads. NY's brother is described as being involved in a military honor society, and her first husband reportedly served as an Air Force lieutenant principal. She actually climbed a ladder at Tesseract while Erika was a student who had very strong military ties. A woman named Nancy Gerard Hall, she will become. Nancy was a military brat. Her father was Colonel Paul Tracy Gerard, who was a member of the Scottish Rite. A lot of that going on, a lot of Freemasonry going on at Fort Leavenworth, Kansas. Out in Kansas, he was a part of the Blue Lot. Candace used all of this to raise a bigger question. Was Nancy helping shape the school's curriculum and student development with a strict, almost military kind of structure, like it was meant to mold future assets? That's speculation, not a proven fact, but it's the exact kind of theory people are obsessing over. Candace also highlighted an August 1990 trip that Dr. Jerry Franfee reportedly organized to Eastern Europe. The official explanation, as it's been described, is that it involved taking Radford University students to research gender roles and expectations. But the internet sighed that story hard because 1990 Eastern Europe wasn't exactly a calm setting. It was right after the Berlin Wall came down with governments shifting and the whole region in chaos. Candace's angle is basically, are we really supposed to believe this was just innocent academic research at that exact moment? She also suggested that periods of instability can be used as cover for darker activity, because when everything is disrupted, people can be moved around and no one notices as much. And then when critics connect that to Erika later being linked in reports to work with an orphanage in Romania, they argue the Eastern Europe thread starts to feel like more than a coincidence. Something about this whole story feels darker, like it could have been hidden behind academic work and humanitarian efforts. And that's why people keep asking questions. Was Erika on some kind of mission from the moment she accidentally ran into Charlie at the airport during as the internet rabbit hole around Erika Kirk kept growing? Candace Owens started pushing an even bigger theory, one that questioned whether Erika's upbringing itself may have shaped the person she later became. Candace pointed to Erika attending the Tesseract School in Arizona, which she claimed was previously connected to the name Looking Glass School. That instantly triggered online speculation because conspiracy communities have long linked the phrase Project Looking Glass to secret government experiments and intelligence programs. From there, the conversation took a much darker turn. Candace described the school as an unusual educational environment reportedly tied to psychologists and alternative development programs. She specifically mentioned Dr. Jerry Franfee, who she claimed had connections to the school's broader philosophy and structure. During her commentary, Candace openly questioned whether the environment may have operated with methods designed to psychologically shape students in highly controlled ways. She even compared parts of the discussion to MK Ultra-style theories, though it's important to stress that no verified evidence has proven those claims. Still, the internet latched onto the idea immediately. The speculation intensified further when Candace brought up Nancy Gerard, a woman who reportedly rose through the administrative ranks at the school during Erika's time there. According to online discussions, Nancy allegedly came from a family with deep military ties. Candace claimed Nancy's father, Colonel Paul Tracy Gerard, served in military law enforcement connected to the 7th Army in Germany. Online researchers also pointed toward alleged Freemasonry associations tied to his background, including references to the Scottish Rite and Blue Lodge organizations. From there, critics online began building an even larger narrative around the school itself. Some theorized that the educational structure may have carried a strict, almost military-style philosophy focused on discipline, behavioral conditioning, and leadership development. Others went much further, speculating that certain students may have been intentionally shaped for future influence or political roles.